Hey everyone, it's Ali Coram here, and one of my goals with this channel is to tell you a little bit more about myself, so I figured what a better way to do that than to tell you 5 reasons why I love my job as an on-camera reporter at Investors Business Daily. Okay, so the first reason why I love my job is, of course, the subject matter. It's pretty darn cool to be able to cover the stock market day in and day out. There's not a topic I think that's more ever-changing than the stock market. Whether it's earnings reports or executive shakeups, the US economy, a pandemic, or other global issues, there's always something happening and that impacts the stock market in a big way. And we're there to give our perspective on it and how it impacts you as investors. There are also new topics and stories and people of interest all the time to cover, whether that's the meme stock craze or what Elon Musk is doing or the latest in cryptocurrencies and NFTs, you name it, there's always something happening. Covering the stock market also benefits me personally. Knowing how to invest is truly life-changing. So to be able to look at stock charts in the market all day long and to be able to actively manage my wealth is something that I feel very lucky to be able to do. My day is constantly moving, starting right from the beginning with IBD Live before the opening bell, and that show is 90 minutes plus of non-stop ad-libbing, off-the-cuff analysis, which is a lot of fun. And then I have meetings after that. It's just kind of go, go, go. I'll have interviews, different segments. We're talking about what's going on for the day. The news industry is deadline driven, so that impacts my day. I, of course, do educational content as well, but there's always a deadline. That deadline focus in the media industry, in news and in journalism is something that helps keep that pace very quick. But I love that it's so fast-paced because it keeps it interesting. There's never a dull moment with my job. In my job, I also love that I'm able to use both my creative side and my analytical side. So the analytical side is pretty obvious. I'm looking at numbers and charts. I mean, numbers are black and white, right? Price, earnings, revenue, fund ownership, those kinds of things. I love being able to decipher the story and interpret the numbers to be able to present that in a helpful way to the audience. And I guess that's also where the creative side comes in, right? Because it's that storytelling element, not only informational and educational, but also entertaining as well. Whether it's graphics or a little music or just the presentation of it, I want to create content that is exciting to watch and fun to consume. Another thing that's great about my job is the challenges that it constantly presents. I thrive off of that. I love being able to solve a problem, to figure out something that is not immediately and readily known. And with my job, we're constantly exploring new things that we want to be doing, whether that is on the audio or video front or new products and services that we want to bring to our audience. And luckily, I'm able to work with our different departments, whether that's our marketing team, our product team, even our analytics team, and so many more. It's a big effort, and we're trying to figure out what we can do to better serve our audience. I'm also the type of person that is constantly looking for that professional growth, and so I'm really lucky that my job has allowed me to be able to do that over the past 8 years or so, and I love being able to read messages from the audience talking about that growth that you all have seen, and that means a lot to me. So speaking of, the people are a huge part of my job. I work with so many fantastic people, and it's really more like a family at this point, or an extension of my family. We all work so great together and have a lot of fun while we're doing it. It's such a great working environment that I have here at IBD. And when I first started, I was definitely the youngest person on staff by far, but that didn't matter at all. The team showed me that they appreciated appreciated me for what I was able to bring to the table and not because of what I looked like. There was no judgment on that by any means. It was all about my capabilities, and I fit right into the fold. And I think it's pretty cool if you can joke with your coworkers and your boss. I mean, what could be better with that? To work hard, but also have fun along the way. And I can't mention the people part of my job that I love without recognizing the audience. Everyone is so supportive, whether I'm starting something new or I have a new interview or video out or just contributions on IBD Live. I love getting the chance to interact with the audience. You guys are so supportive, and we're right alongside there together, learning and growing every day. And it's just truly a blessing to be able to be a part of such an amazing community of investors. So I want to thank you all for that. Well, that's 5 things that I love about my job. And again, you all out there are a big part of that. I'm thankful every day to be able to do what I do, and I'm glad that you are along for the adventure. And we've got a lot more great educational videos coming up for you, including some Bill O'Neill stories from Justin Nielsen, and David Ryan is sharing some investing success tips for not only you, but for your kids as well. Those are just a couple of highlights of what's coming up around the corner, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video.